Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm up in Derbyshire at the moment and I'm here for 10 days. I've got 7 days left. I've been up for a couple of days. In fact, last night I was out photographing brown hares, which was really fun. The light was a bit flat, but got some really nice close encounters. So I'll pop some images up on the screen now of those. I'm looking after my grandpa's farm, and as I mentioned, I've got 7 days left, so a full week. Not too many workshops in this week, so quite a lot of time. So what's that there? We've got some birds on the pond. Those little, they're grebes. No, they're coots. So I thought I'd bring you guys out and about with me and show you kind of what I get up to when I'm on the farm. And today's video, I thought I'd start by showing you around a bit. Got a nice pond here behind us, which is really cool. We get swans and, as I've just mentioned, grebes and stuff on there. But I thought I'd start by taking you up to the woodland to show you an old project I had, a little lockdown project that I had that never really came to much. So back in 2020, just before we got locked down, we were up here spending some time with my grandpa, and I got my hands on an old wooden shipping container and I built myself a wildlife hide. And off the side of that, I built myself a reflection pool. And that was really, really cool. It was looking really promising. I had trail cameras out where I was picking up foxes, buzzards, tawny owls. Some of you might actually remember from my Instagram stories at the time.
This just keeps getting better and better. So I've been in the hide for just over an hour now, and the buzzards has just shown up. That's the first time I've seen the buzzard in here. Okay, I've picked them up on the trail cameras in previous years, but look at this. I'm so
But we got locked down again. So it's back down to Devon, and fast forward 4 years, and tragically, I've not used it. So I thought we'd go together. I got Fergus with me, my 4-month-old border terrier puppy as well. So I'll introduce him to the channel shortly. So I thought I'd take him for a walk, bring you guys with us, and we'd go check out the hide. See if it, 1, is still standing, 2, if it's beyond repair, and 3, if it's not, let's make a plan to get it all fixed up. And whilst I'm here for the week, see if we can get some photographs from that hide. So what I'll do is I'm just about to get into the woodland now. I'm going to need both my hands free. So once I'm in the woodland, I'll pick up the camera again and we'll have a chat. But this is one of my favourite places. It's a lovely little pond in here, and this nice big oak tree that hangs over it. I just love it. So get in the woodland and I'll chat to you shortly. So I'm in the woodland now, and it's pretty overgrown, but it looks just as special as it always does. In fact, if I was here 5-6 weeks ago, all of this that I'm currently walking over would have just been a carpet of bluebells, which is an incredible thing. And it's unfortunate this year I didn't get to see that, but timings didn't work out. So now I'm just having to tread my way through loads of brambles, and I'm hoping I can still make out a path to get to where I put this hide. But a couple of interesting things about this woodland. So my grandpa now, has had this woodland in the family since I think about 1991. I could be wrong, but it's definitely the 90s. And there's an artificial fox surf in here that was put in by the hunt years and years ago. The hunt don't come in anymore. It pretty much means that there's always foxes in this woodland. And I spoke to my grandpa only yesterday, and he said he saw one only last week coming in and out of here. So it could be foxes, it could be fox cubs. Don't know, but we'll definitely spend a couple of the evenings whilst I'm up here sitting out in the field to see if we can find any foxes. That would be really cool. But for now, I just wanted to show you the hide. So that's one of the cool things about this woodland, is it's really good for foxes. And that's also one of the reasons why we've always been quite keen to leave it. I cut loads of stuff back when I put the hide up, just to allow more light to come through. There's a reflection pool, so you kind of didn't really want, you didn't really want loads of horrible reflections in that. But at the same time, we've kind of left every other part of the woodland to be overgrown and wild, because ultimately that's what wildlife wants. Kind of works itself out, and the foxes seem to love it. But I've been in here a couple of minutes and it smells of foxes. You know, that classic smell that it's a bit sweet almost, isn't it? And you can smell it a mile away. Well, so just about made it to the hide, and the good news is it's still standing. The bad news is it's very overgrown, and I don't think that's bad news, but it's going to take some work to get some nice photos. It needs a bit of TLC, but 4 years out here in the elements, it's done pretty well. The roof's come off, so I'm gonna have to put the roof back on, which means I'm gonna have to sweep out the inside, no doubt. But here it is just behind me. And basically how I had it set up was that as the sun was coming around during the day, it was always behind the hide, and then it was set behind the hide. And then I cleared all this in front of me, which is now all overgrown. So all of that was clear, and as the birds would come down, as the foxes would come through, the idea would be that we'd get nice photos in the bluebells with nice clear backgrounds. So I think without even going into the hide, obviously structurally it's fine. The shelves are all still inside, the chairs are inside, the door's still on, the reflection pool's still up. I'm not going to know if that leaks until I clear it all out and fill it with water. But things to do, I'm going to have to get the roof back on, rake and sweep out all the twigs from the inside, do the same thing, sweep out the reflection pool, clean it up, fill it with water. So plenty to do, but most of it's just like cosmetic stuff, just cleaning it up, which is to be expected after 4 years. It's going to need some more netting on the front. So I'm going to head back to the farm, get some bits to clear it all up, and I'm also going to bring back something to clear a bit more of a path, because the dog's not really enjoying this, and I want him to come with me. I want him to enjoy it. So it's about mid-afternoon now, about 3-4 o'clock. I thought what we'd do is spend a bit of time looking at the hide, and I'll take you back out again this evening, hopefully to photograph some brown hares. But for now, I'm going to get back to the farmhouse, get some bits to clean this up, drop the dog back because he looks a bit fed up of all the nettles and the brambles, and then we'll go from there. Come on. I'm back up at the hide now. I went back to the farm to get a few bits, to get the other dog, Jess, who has disappeared. There she is. And I've come up, I've put all the scrim netting back on the hide, which looks good. Swept out the reflection pool behind me, which again looks much better. I swept out the inside of the hide, which is nice. It was pretty disgusting. And I've also put the roof back on. So that's great. I've got a bird feeder up now to try and encourage some of the birds to come down. It's not really the best time of year for that. Summertime, winter would probably be better. But I thought about painting the hide again, just putting some treatment on it. And I'm still in two minds whether to bother or not. I quite like this look of it where the green's starting to fade. It kind of really does blend in. So I'm not sure about that. I think for now, I'm probably going to leave it. I've cleared out a pathway so I can get here much easier. It means the dogs can get here too. So yeah, I think I've kind of ticked everything off the list there. Cleared the pathway, put the netting back up on all the windows, cleaned out the inside, put the roof back on, cleaned the reflection pool. Now, the only thing I haven't done, and I'm not going to do just yet, is I haven't put any water in the pool or any moss around the edges. It wouldn't be worth it at the moment. The forecast is looking like there's some rain coming, a bit of wind. So if I filled this up now, it'd be quite a lot of work. And at the moment, I don't know how long it's going to take for birds to start coming in. So I think what I might do for the rest of today is head out photographing brown hares. What I'll do with the hide is in a future video, we'll come up here and we'll photograph some birds in the woodland and get some
footage and some images of the birds on the reflection pool. Here's a couple of old images from when I did it last time. We kind of now need to really leave it alone again. This is a proper remote woodland, and the wildlife kind of would have been a bit disturbed by me being in here, cutting down loads of the brambles, making quite a bit of noise with the hammer and the brush and stuff. So the best thing to do in my experience is just to now let the wildlife settle, get used to things again, and then we'll come in one early morning, and whether that's whilst I'm here this time at the farm or another time in the future, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I just wanted to show you a little bit about the farm, a little bit about the woodland, a little bit about the hide, and then I'll see you on the next video, which will hopefully be on brown hares.